Unlock calmness, the power of Stoicism. In a world that seems to be spinning faster with every passing day, filled with chaos, pressure, and endless distractions, one question becomes impossible to ignore. How can we keep our emotions from running the show? How can we reclaim the driver's seat of our lives? Let's be honest. We've all made impulsive decisions in moments of anger, regret, or fear that left us wishing we had hit pause. What if I told you that there's a way to break free from this emotional roller coaster and find clarity, resilience, and peace, even in the most chaotic circumstances? Welcome to the world of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with modern-day relevance, is not about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding them, channeling them, and mastering them in a way that empowers you to face life's twists and turns with unshakable composure. Imagine walking into a storm, but instead of being tossed around by the wind, you become the calm in the eye of it. That's the promise of Stoicism, and it's more attainable than you think. In this discussion, we're diving deep into 7 practical and actionable methods inspired by Stoic philosophy to help you master your emotions. These aren't abstract concepts meant for ivory towers. They are real-world tools you can start using today. Are you ready to take control? Let's go. Let's start with a simple yet life-changing practice. Mindfulness. Sounds cliché, right? But here's the truth. Most of us are so caught up in the past or anxious about the future that we're missing what's right in front of us. Mindfulness is about reclaiming the present moment, your now. It's not about sitting cross-legged on a yoga mat for hours. It's about paying attention to your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Imagine this. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your first instinct, anger. You want to honk, yell, let them know they messed up. Mindfulness gives you a split-second superpower, awareness. You recognize your anger bubbling up, but instead of letting it control you, you pause. You breathe. You let it pass. What's the result? You're no longer a prisoner of your emotions. You're the warden. The next tool is reframing, and it's a game changer. Life throws curveballs. That's a given. But how you see those curveballs can change everything. Reframing is about shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, you view them as opportunities for growth. Picture this. You've been passed over for a promotion. Initial reaction. Frustration, maybe even self-doubt. But reframing turns this moment into fuel. What can you learn? How can you grow? Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest minds, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When was the last time you paused to appreciate the good in your life? Gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful emotional reset button. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, you shift your emotional state from scarcity to abundance. Think of it this way. Your brain is like a radio, constantly tuning into different frequencies. Gratitude tunes it to the positive vibes only station. Even on your worst days, there's something to be thankful for. A supportive friend, a warm meal, or simply the fact that you're still breathing. Write it down. Say it out loud. Feel it. Gratitude transforms how you see the world and yourself. In a world that's constantly demanding your time, energy, and attention, learning to say no is an act of self-preservation. Boundaries are not walls. They're bridges that allow healthy relationships to thrive while keeping toxicity at bay. Consider this. You're always the go-to person at work, but it's draining you. Setting a boundary might mean telling your boss, "I can't take on this project right now, but I'd be happy to revisit it next quarter." Tough. Yes. Necessary. Absolutely. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's essential for your emotional well-being. How often do you take a moment to reflect on your emotions and actions? Self-reflection isn't about navel-gazing. It's about understanding your emotional triggers and patterns so you can respond, not react, to life's challenges. Try this. At the end of each day, write down one emotional reaction you had and analyze it. What triggered it? Was your response aligned with your values? Over time, this practice helps you become emotionally intelligent and, more importantly, emotionally free. Stoicism emphasizes self-reliance, but that doesn't mean going it alone. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community can amplify your emotional resilience. We're social creatures, and connection is vital for our well-being. Seek out people who lift you up, challenge you to grow, and remind you of your values. Whether it's friends, family, or a mentor, your community is your emotional safety net. And don't forget, you're part of someone else's safety net too. Kindness and support are two-way streets. Finally, let's talk about the cornerstone of Stoicism: acceptance. Life is unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Plans will fall apart. But here's the liberating truth: you don't control external events. You control your reaction to them. Acceptance is not surrender, it's empowerment. It's looking at life's chaos and saying, "I've got this." Imagine losing your job. Panic sets in, right? But acceptance allows you to focus on what's next, not what's lost. It's not about giving up. It's about adapting and thriving. Each of these methods, mindfulness, reframing, gratitude, boundaries, self-reflection, community, and acceptance, is a building block for emotional mastery. Start small. Pick one or two to practice this week. Pay attention to how they make you feel. As you integrate these principles into your life, you'll notice something extraordinary: a growing sense of inner peace, clarity, and strength. Mastering your emotions is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every step you take on this journey brings you closer to becoming the calm in the storm. And remember, you're not alone. By embracing these Stoic principles, you join a legacy of thinkers and doers who have faced life's challenges with courage and grace. So, what's your next step? Start today. Choose presence over distraction, gratitude over scarcity, and acceptance over resistance. Your journey to emotional mastery begins now. Are you ready to claim your power?